Right, Ebusia Mamena was in Amimo Aquaba Famra, Ashanti Media, so Uber like video no one share their mobile for na on so any be to me ashe. Unsubscribe to the channel no so Adaruma subscribe number can busia no say be ya the news update be a de beba no so nsa can be na wet me ashe. Chairman General Nena Pamfo Atnase Edudwa State of the Nation addresser Mampanyi John Dramani Mahama Eco deliver wo mrahye na omabie nsem so pa a editie Professor Isaac Wedi echiremu a mampanyi delivery no na eye nice na mom e wo se e reflect practically e wo amanfo no asetenemu ansana yetimi abo mampanyi abaso sanso na kofi tontonso di atudwa se mampanyi e delivery na oye no enye no na Ghana for ehwe animu reset na oso reset no omo nheda emfili hardship emom e na amanfo no efili nti omo ne homne so na ontimi nya adwumaden fambo amansa chae sambranye sa 2028 NDC any John Dramani Mahama ebesre ewo the left side of their mouth nsem a omo adwudwamu de eye bebrebe mepese ye begibre na yakwa akotie bi na yenso yadwenkyere efa State of the Nation address ne analysis a Chairman General Kwame Sefa kan ne na pamfo adwudwamu no nso watimi ede ato comment section.
Coffee meet you.
Chairman, me da se pa.
Me so me da se.
E na no aye ba ben o. Na oman no ade a ebo ye sika ho fa pempa abrofo kasem ye frɛ no ye banking sector no. Na atoba ha. Aban a wotwa mu a ye yewura Mahama aban. No ama ye banking sector no agigya. Na no eye Attorney General Dominic Ayeni eba abontin be ka kire yen se empanyimfo bi a na omo nsa wo mu a yen banking sector ne gigaye no omagye atom so omo yen mfomso na mfomso omo ye no etwamu 5 billion Ghana cedis sika twitwiri die na afa empanyimfo na gi omo mfomso tum no omo se yen fa omo ho nche omo me yen fa omo nkotum na omo betua sa sika no mu wo ha mu abupen aduosia na aban afaka na aka enti akogan se mo beto economy na wo challenges a because of the reckless decisions you took enti yanso ye baaye no na ese agi oman ni si ho ade a na di kan kane na ese ye ne say we will clean up the banking sector and we gina so bi ne ekobo besia a ye de bepepa ho de tosumienu dumso gunyuma e wo man mu enti yewura Mahama pese obeso saade na no enti okofefa generators akasie sisi shape so e de bagana na numu no okọ one mpanyimfo na okọgye generator ne firi omo ho no kwa no ho ba saa no ho ba na one omo koye no e de katwitwiri die e ne be sen Ghana kon mu eno ne efre no saa IPP debt no bra kwa me afibia die yesi take or pay a car na be sinsen yenkom si ye pay yempo ye be yusu yen yusu was $660 million every year.
Is that still the case?
Me kaba me chira wo die nti a ye beto wo hawo and also another reckless decision. There's an article by a Pakistani oka sa niema no say how third world countries were raped by IPP agreements. Article nimu omampanyi wo wiase mu nyina wo bo ne din yewura Mahama for the reckless decisions they took. Now nim de na ha adwen pa apart from say ya take or pay bosumi bia $660 million ebe shinsen yekomu a ye bo ho ka a ye nya hwe no ye na na yesa top petrol any crude your friend say light sweet and gas ni ade nyina edigu sanfidie no saka ni nyina yewura Mahama sa de eto yen so eno so ye baaye no na ese ye pesika ne de ko saka no ye nam kwan mu a ye ko eka hora mu burugu ho ene abambone a mo boy a ye ko saka no ene wiasem aho kire ye covid yare ebesensen yenkom eni na nu eni nansa ena Russian Ukraine war ntokwan so baaye eno so de o how bebre baaye ye gitum se sikasemu aho kire baaye na obeka ha because ya bobesia na hwan junk status that junk status na free baby na obi be kon ye Samre no a teacher for mutena fie ye triaye ensuo ye triaye enipa 170,000 enya COVID aban ne fa obi bia hoka na frontline workers ye de omo taxes che omo sa omo 50% of their salary sa niema we nyina ye tria nurses foka ye tria teacher foka ye ni nyina yempa wo se ye junk economy no ye timi tria teacher foka na wo a wonya junk economy wontimi tria teacher foka wontimi tria nurses foka kokofo eniema nso wate so ye a na enye junk economy no ye fa koko 475 Ghana cedis per bag e de call 3,100 per bag. Yen was a junk economy no. Wa we a proper economy no. Wa fa cocoa from 3,100. U jawa num sa they call 3,006. Went to me and chia 500 difference no. I fed ya was at teso at the about 2,005. Wa we a proper economy.
That's why I called 3,006.
Chairman, 3,006 or one chia that cool. They couldn't pay a penny.
Are you sure?
A penny. Enti baby ah.
3,006 last year.
No, that's the crop year of Matis no. The initial price they took was 3,200. And on they bought 3,000. That's the crop year. But that's the one they couldn't deliver. Matis was about 2,500.
Anyway, to us.
So, Brakwame, that is the year can once. Of course, inflation called 53%. And a bedrew 23%. Dollar ko baby a koye and a baffle. Maba ye dear Mosimo Baye. Emu artificial enimu niema mabeye but the Ghana ni hwehwe ne say san hyehyeye na woso waye no me dada setena mu me hu so mfaso ene den na me hu black ame kanea na first me to kanea se 200 cedis na meto ne bedi me na wotwe a ene sa 200 cedis no edi me na me nsakra na me danyame ase. That is the reality of the Ghanaian. Bosha wo share Ghana ni no. No. Say obema na setena mu. Ne ho atono. Ene wo se niema nyina bafo. Enso sa me kɔ aban office na me kɔ pɛ bibia. Ene watu aban nyuma mu fees and charges watu mu 30 to 40% depending on the service that I'm looking for. 30 to 40% watu mu. Etoso bio. Brakwame will be a friend of sustainability tax. A tour, a tadema, a mining companies, some manufacturing companies. Mobile, no, sa a tono, my baby trim at the 40%. Afe emra a tono, a sanke kona we a friend of sunset clause, no, massa trim at the court 2028. The children say that production company, no, and ne obe passes our cost no at the amame no me no. That is the reality, Akoga. Nurse ni ya fano bebunu ya fano adwuma mu bosome mako dubako untimi mfa na ketua ma no. Teacher ni untimi mfa na ketua ma no. Enam say o pede be wo paper so a ye beka say wo ye aban a waye bibi. Inti no ye reduce inflation. Inti ye close the economy. And now me know say Bank of Ghana is getting ready to announce the biggest loss in our history.
What do you mean by that?
Afibiano, Brakwame say nyina adwuma na ewum. Afibiano, Bank of Ghana yen a report. Enra okohwe omo Facebook page a omaye videos ane graphics omo de be kyerɛkyerɛ a car Bank of Ghana timibo na oba di enti e masa aka ne ba. They are preempting the minds of Ghanaians. Say a car ebony. Because unim bibi. Dear ye freno excess liquidity mop up. Instead, san komubema inflation, no, the organic process of the economy, reduction in production costs, etc. are driving the inflation. No. They drove it largely by excess liquidity mop up. Over $60 billion cedis worth of excess liquidity mop up. Enti ene sika nka wo bra kwame me ne wo mienu yen sabeka ne ade adidwa ne ade ato niema na economy no mu atere no sa sika no eni ho enti se wo yes niema we now the reduce inflation a de eba ne say production cost is still high And when production cost is too high, I will feel it. And that is why she and Sisan or menu mienu ya brabo. Enti akogan. Ubetimi abetna. Aye preaching. Aye the opeso ye nyina, but the farmer, the market woman na okanasem no. Ene uko makola. Now no omo ye demonstration say even charges are more charge omo makola ma increase by 20%. Kwa boso kan. Omo ye demonstration say more the 20% VAT at to omo product so. And to the no honam.
Did you say 20%?
20% VAT. Otie.
Yeah, Muta made 21.9.
No.
And they are about 20%.
The attorney said when it comes to spare parts, we were doing a flat rate of 4%.
And you're not correct.
And you're not correct. Prof for her on the economist.
Yes.
We are my prof and cano creno.
You had 21.9% VAT.
On what?
That's total VAT.
No.
Remember?
No.
Today it is 20%.
See the American. I could get
20%.
See me pay.
I will check.
More than yours.
The American say VAT 21% now.
0.9 for 0.9 account.
What can one say?
Okay, 21.9.
For the general economy. Babra Kwame, yewo sectors within the economy. Abani timiye the kind of special dispensation. Modie ye special arrangement we amamo. Importers are more spare parts importers. They had that special arrangement of 4% flat rate. So when you make catch. And now you have changed that to 20%. That is what I'm telling you. That is the life of that importer. What better na wudwa
every importer is happy today. Every importer is happy.
Omoya demonstration. So
the currency.
Me see akogan. Ene what shall we? They say we have meetings, we free meetings Tuesday be our free meetings. Eja aban papa. Oh,
I say aban papa.
Me so me party.
Enti ubetimi atena ha aka de opesa woka. But in the lives of the Ghanaian, eniyemu ayeten. Ghana for Antwaba Mount sebe painty flower picture say ya the President Mahama koye the first one in Africa and on ekokun Iran war ne hwan enye no nti na Ghana for to abama o. Enwuma na wo promise ye na akosi sen. Enne bra kwa me arehosem ne say ye president etwantro.
What do you mean by retrancho?
The president.
Mr. Oyepenimu.
Oh, nada. Back on T.
Usuti.
Okay.
Ebia wa ka simbia ne nya adwene. Wa ka simbia hwehwemu kire se bia nkɔ ne sa. Hey. O ka se president etwanto a. Eye kasa o. Eye kasa.
Eye pa se watumifo.
Eye kasa.
Me se me da wase pa se watumifo.
Eye yenhwe.
Me beba. Me da wase se watumifo.
Nanka
ye wura Mahama obetimi atu Samija mfufo. Nanka ye wura Mahama obetimi atu akoganfo. Akogan ne boss obetimi atu mufo. There was a whole campaign orchestrated. Say yen friend abrantie bia ye friend ye wura Mahmud Bawumia, yen friend a liar. E wo krowe mu.
Well,
afutufo no mo hen. Afutufo no mo hen.
Empacho na mo ha me kan ye idi machem.
And someone mo ankasa mo primacy mo kika kire mo ho na afutufo mo party.
Okay.
Na afutufo mo party.
And me so me kan party no asem. The point I'm making is say bra Kwame ye papa president Mahama wan kan okure bi say eno ye better me kan say.
Ye better sin na because utwantro.
Wo say why your economy yi? Wo say enne wa ma mabunu adi yi? Wo say enne Ghana nyina ya bra bo asesa isabe opepa ba kuma papa ba aban papa ba bibie koyi. Enti ye busa o say yera enwuma sen na wa create. Also wa create 1 million jobs. And ye call Ghana Statistical Service ko busa am say asama papa yi kan ye no kre. I said there be
almost say 330,000.
330,000. And to what buy papa now what the abano?
We di echiri atopa.
Me say wait. Akogan, you see, Ghana for omo very serious people. They know the difference between bragging and the real impact. because babunu no woka kire ne say me ba bebie nnwuma na monya nnwuma aye nipa miensa be ya adwuma baako wo ba ye no sa afe ene bosumi miensa yi afe na wo de nkrata akoto parliament say o be ye act wo ye act ni wie ya ebusa say den na act ni be ya act no de be ya ne say e be create authority just say e be create office ni afa CEO ni asisa akogan NDC for na kogum eno ni 24-hour economy na 1 year 3 months so waye no
na omre na so
bra kwa me
pepe
na ono no ni thesis a ye fa war conflict no kra no how many ministers
me obia 15
bra kwa me makasa 15 minutes
we started 10:06
nan ya Usain Bolt meters na ba na bia ba wo officer
no question me chako gan be another 5-6 minutes
let's was okay
but then I'm so mama 15 minutes
my prof
on the issue of the unemployment
me person prof
yes
because mama prof I spectator
you see me apart from the figures anytime I'm in your studio because one of my number one headache at the issue of jobs I say it every time because I know the number of people who come to my office every day not asking for money but with their CVs asking for opportunities. So when it comes to the issue of jobs, I don't do politics. Whatever the number is, there are more people who need job, and that is where our focus is. Not on the
Inkuraba.
Thank you.
Inkura say Akogan, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Today I see you don't want us to worry you, so you walk kaftan. Inkura ninkunoing.
Exactly.
The second one in your oblasti or the polo capital, see Poku or Paris, or say Akogan, you've dressed very well this morning, but honestly you are annoying some of us by heckling Tonto. Hey, some of my listeners and contributors make some of the most exciting comments. Anyway, Madam, I say, and then Kwame, I may not understand taxation. There's a flat tax rate of 4% and standard of 21. The spare parts dealers were paying 4% and are now paying 20%. The standard VAT instead of the flat rate now of 3%. Okay, me too. You confuse me, Jenny.
Apart from the
remember, okay. Anna says Rome was not built in a day. 8 years of. Okay, never again MPP. Okay. This government prays that the US-Iran, which has minimal effects on us. Okay, let's go for it. Dr. Benusu in Exeter, UK, thank you. I could get a quick one.
Yes.
On
this issue, there's nobody. I have respect for people who are using their money to invest, do business and all that. But none of them can tell us this regime is worse than the previous regime.
Okay.
Because even with the currency, I appreciate it and any sikana kamutua ewo ports and all that. You can't tell me comparing these two administrations is better under NPP than NDC.
Okay,
unless you are not being truthful.
Let me go and speak to the economist and then I'll leave the two of you politicians out of the game. Prof, state of the nation matters arising, baby Akogan nam, baby Atonto Diafa, your economy, are we better now? Are we better then? It was a
Kwame me that was it.
Me na me that's it.
Che what here for so.
Yeah, Joso that's it.
So cha your program e be koya no for ni kakra e mai.
Our British Council.
Yeah, ade I per say the ma parliamentarians. Omo school, omo wie ye homo biom. It's your mom topics no more be my lectures.
Okay.
And now there I per say across the country. We made an addition. The next I won't say or Legon near or Tech.
Okay.
Tell me more juma pa.
Great.
Come here, and come here this. I'm say set on nation address and there can.
And
maybe an echo fire.
Baby, I'm calling na me.
Definitely him review. Come here.
Yes.
Yes, sir. A good SONA.
Yes.
Is not measured by applause in Parliament.
A good SONA is not measured by applause in Parliament.
It's measured by improvement in data.
Measured by improvement in data. Okay.
12 months later. Now, uko 2025 SONA. akatie for be and common call all the state of the nation address ya kekanyina bisi the last one yaman pani jina simpi so kai in some you bi o ha the biana e appeal the last one me share na 2016 and I'm here 2025 there na I'm sambe kan 2026 there asemba kwa town pa we inherited economic that was in crisis. We inherited. If I don't far the last 2015 dear 2025 dear no.
Yeah. That's last year.
Last year. The same thing appear.
We inherited.
Economy that was in crisis. And the same appear 2026. Oko here 2016 so since I where the say maybe also appear na. Na idea me who say in management wise no. So occupy position bia you have 6 months to complain.
You have 6 months to complain.
And no ma wiase nyina who say anase timanfo no ho ne awukom ne we fire. Into we sha 2025 ye man pani gya simpie so no. Omamani hu tibia no man ne ewom. To twa ho foni. Interior 2026 there na me who say sir we inherited no. Economy that was in crisis.
Because why 1 year?
Nti esa be appeal ha na ko say format template that wa devia na dey show. Hadwin. Yemna the state of the nation address na nkasa so.
Okay.
Na ubisa word no SONA na koye state address. 2 words. State address. State no more condition a wom. Social wise, economic wise, political wise, health wise. 2 person mananya infonia sanyo me na ma boss no bi e wo say. We are no address na official. We make a presentation the floor of parliament. I'm on mine. It's not saying to me ko share on man pani no. Ho ne yeti wo. To ko twa mfoni kire o ma na yate ne ekoso ase. Na o person yes measurement here. Aya na ye won nyoma na bia eboa bebre. Na o assess a proper SONA. O share the intent. No share input. No share outcome. No share in fact say it impact. Na intent na kokoye ni opesa oye. Adwimu no ni o mampani pesa oye. Na wa share input. Input na koye allocations a de to so anyoma na opesa oye no. O wi anu ahwe then a film buy na ne film buy na e matimamfo enya ne papa efi na odi to dwana na ena de o say ye assessment na enyoma nan ya mfa nse SONA no eta eboa bebre kwame baako ye reporting on financial on performance obe kan SONA I was say o report on performance
near why
Uya na watch your mind what line your agenda. Ni opese woko anim ni opese wo ye. No watch your mind no challenges will be facing. Uya no the worst abema o man nyina ebe kan ya bom. Enyo man nine na asa SONA no. E wo sa yehu. Na ni hu ye na nsen no. I say sir o man pani bia kokasa anayete budget anayete SONA we yatimamini also nya expectations before the SONA now what twemfoni ahwese ye kan wie no
that is saying
our expectations no ya metiana nti me ha na mo expectation
which was
sana obia so mo expectations nti me family dey nya expectation na me wo na me expect say in terms of performance no obeka ne waye that show my mufo enti bibi ti say on mine chamfoni years ago 2025 obaye no o ka bibi on reset agenda tina me per progress report
on the reset when you know
kwame me do this here
okay sorry
o da bia he dinko ade ba ko a me hu ye obeba na o ka say obe bibi on economic dialogue national economic dialogue.
Yeah.
Tika obe kasa person who the outcomes of that dialogue. Ne ekoko see. na I'm a full report we by and son na aban oba aban ka say be homegrown policies bi ama minor fiscal consolidation pro development obe ho adwuma
I seen a be called to say a Senchi Accord ni bi.
good nti na me say to say we are 2026 there we try sound for no actually be could do the outcomes of those engagements na fe ma hu bibi on infrastructure update Yaman Penny can say, Uchanfoni say agenda 111. It be no night operational. Obekai. They say, yeah, Antoine, be into a buy back no Koibiana, when to me and yes, I do money ye. Until of far Benyano. Now, come me report on how many of them and they are complete.
Okay.
How many of them and they are operational, as they say. My expectation, no. You be for agric and food security. Obekai feed Ghana.
Minute the agric minister the home come.
Good. Obekai agriculture for economic transformation agenda.
Yeah.
What you be or now? My expectation, no.
Okay.
Social programs in the manifesto and a SONA 2025. What's a National Development Women's Banking?
Yeah, I heard about women's banking. Yeah, the Kanka said the 51 million be seed money started.
I wanted to have heard something on operational status of
Women's banking.
women's banking. Now, Odinina Koya results on the Jumera and a national apprenticeship report.
And only expectations.
The expectations. Na man tisa ni me ko hia me say na ye ka about 1 million jobs in someone penny adiatro me say o try senka you very my kasa no ho atifine ono so kire mu kwan ofa so a ne asi a wo say ye kire say nkrofo kasa o so mo
Apache say a sipain
me mo na sa 1 million no and then 7 is figure no boss no na insisusu ye and kware na ne nam social media nkrofo ye ka say nkokon ketekete say obeche 710 or so ama
to 13,000. Don't you think say it was a slip of tongue?
In fact, the honor make us say it say a man no ekwa bonten na because you na ye mponso.
I am saying I know from you.
But Kwame, I am one up to now. Felix, I'm corrected.
Yeah, I just think it was a slip of tongue.
The statement wasn't that figure.
I agree that it may have been a mistake. But Felix should correct it.
Yeah, it was just a slip of tongue.
Baby, I was say when you pay a figure 1 million now can wasem. Na Ghana says say figure be tuja. And tossing
330,000.
Until one a man's report. Because you generally money call sa one day be an international conference program. How can the same time offer summer break?
Because you don't embarrass the president like that.
Your man, yes, I report and I will say immediately. But could everything be a check? Normal, in your ebi. But no man data, some go kind of or say investigate it.
Yeah.
Now, main call SONA nankasamo in terms of thematic areas. Kwame, or say economic turnaround. Ghana is back working again.
Yes.
Ubio man notice ourselves now, Kwame. Nanijio. Investors they take west from Oman Penny. Say Ghana is working again, is back. A good.
One of the Ghanaian Times cried in the banner headline.
Very good.
Ghana back on track, open for business.
This will be fast.
President Mahama declares at SONA.
We fast carted or Kaya in session.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one say data now say you show me.
Okay.
Data na a touch no. Or say you show me. Now make us say partially correct, accurate. In a sense, the various indicators the Jumano. NHR to say.
Okay.
Inflation, I would say you actually said 53%, 54%, 2024. Obe or didn't Nakunya Koti Hono, now about 23%. So we're more than half.
Yeah.
And now some twice, and it's about 3.8%. You see, eho, Obomode. You should be on your GDP. A pigeon and to send a kind of exchange rate cost over 40%. We have issue with sterilization. We'll talk about those ones later. Reserves. International reserve now is about 13.8 billion in terms of reserves. Till the sun only this to the studio as well. Oman penny kasa Kayi, the economic back, or the no kahwa, yasema, yebeka se, no quarry.
No quarry.
No, we hear the same data no. Now, you share BB on manufacturing. Manufacturing is giving us a figure of negative 0.2%. It's a pressure on manufacturing. Nebe bosu o mine amia peja ho ama juma ya create more no. Service sector na dey nanti. Service of 20%. Enti ye hu say pressure wise no. Pressure ho. Yenya stability inflation ampa. Then check the cost of living. I am not any the same.
In spite of the stability in inflation, the reduction in dollar to the cedi.
Transportation. Check it, transportation.
Into stability, necessary cost of living will become things like food. But you can't say food inflation above them.
Correct. Call other places. Into the whole Ghana.
Maybe
Savannah.
Yes, by 26%. Yeah.
OT. About 3 northern regions. I'm recording in negative. A chest so fast there's this inflation.
You don't even have money to buy.
Just a price no assign a cheap. It is a okohwa. See a tonyoma 5 cities are. Me call me who say 2 cities. That's what it means over there. When you record hey, yen cancer price not sign a chill. Economy na car all to know.
And now brass.
Until you so feel until check man to man yeah the inflation year by year is fine. But yes you two boss you man to man pressure. So it's just in the short term I want you know that's the picture it paints.
I see.
Now you share you miss on the measures cost of living. Food for food price index, for transportation, for utility tariffs, for wage growth. Maybe some question say, has an ordinary household experienced relief?
You don't think so?
Kwame, you didn't want to dance. If you are not, you may just say, if you be cotton your man, you are meaning coho. If you are coffee, what's here for is omuti.
At least I could say a bit to social media.
Okay. Come here, then, because you watching me. Oh, we have a third any day. Me, movies are
okay.
Good. Now, you who employment and youth job, thematic areas in the SONA.
Prophet, I'm sorry, I didn't say so many years.
Come here, we do see here.
The boy didn't me boom and yagusa, my a tontonia could have me pressure. But how did they boom and you probably Mama another 2 minutes? Mama had 2 minutes to wrap up.
All right. Now, or can it be debt sustainability? So, mine, your timia droppy a GDP, if I say, your debt to GDP ratio, equal to 42 or 45%. Come here, and no quarry. And then a massage in a couple. So could chase a car a man for I am not $10. It is a washing rate in drop here. Hey, obviously. Ukutia, untias and also utiano.
Yeah.
Good. Into interest payment. Check a percentage of our revenue, the service interest. Check it. Percentage is your interest.
How much is that?
Yeah, check it. Debt to service revenue ratio. Yeah, check it. The medium term trajectory. Yeah, I feel me say, has a restructuring reduced long term vulnerability? Yes, sir. And see, the person me can or Kwame, and no quarry say indicators I can wasem. We have some of them have shown so a buffum. No more your dada tibia and a sitting woman. I say, you hear, and reka crow. The conversation ain't me ending there. Nemo, the bia near co parliamentar. You share near can send also a canna 9 difficult to understand all these indicators. The point is that so ko to adie e ko form a ohun and call form so ohun. O man no baby e ko no ye nyina na o se so. Ni epeja na etimi ko enim. Come to be here.
Prof. Isaac Bwedi, Dean, Faculty of Accounting and Finance, University of Professional Studies, UPSA, and Yatin in Kano. Parky says the inflation is AI. Parky, how can you say it's AI? And then let's see this one. I'm teaching it personally. I'll say, tell Akogan I'm out of town. I'll be back soon. I'd like to do the presentation personally. Inkura, no problem. We pray God to give us life. We will wait for you.
Made them in
Now,
with you, bro. I'm going to remind me then I feel me trying to finish stories.
This one says, I hope Akogan will not be offended to see any of the following headlines after today's Kokroko. Some of these headlines are Accra to Tehran, Akogan projects Mahama as key to ending US-Iran hostilities.
Is this one coming from media person?
From Kwekunti. I say US-Iran war, Akogan says John Mahama is the solution. Quotation, only Mahama can stop them.
Thank you.
Akogan.
Thank you.
Mahama for Nobel Peace Prize as Akogan touts president's role in global stability. Watch out, bro. Bakwa say a global peacemaker. Akogan claims Mahama can mediate U.S.-Tehran tensions. Then the last one that I'll take was says Ghana's reset president. Why Akogan believes Mahama can halt U.S.-Iran war. Hey, Kwekunti. They say, hey, program anyway, it's all good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Obiso say you shouldn't have stopped Kofi Tonto. A lie is a lie. What they did to Dr. Baumia. But you see, I can't use this platform for payback time. So Thompson Sechi says, Openye Jekum students here are asking you to please correct the word Timamu 4. We've learned a lot from Prof. Thompson Sechi in Switzerland. Thank you very much for that one. And Pacho, see, your opponent will be 5 minutes. I see bit me diako. Okay, I will start here.
Okay, Brakwame. I think say Bibia Yedri, saying I be who say indeed. Mahama is really placing Ghana on the world market. The global space.
Okay. Because look at world market that means to us.
And I think Ghana will be the ultimate beneficiary. Just in 1 year, Nyema attention Ghana aje based on the involvement and the participation of John Dramani Mahama. I'm saying it is very loud. But I would tend to disagree a little with Prof on the inflation rates and the impact on Ghanaians and household. You know. These figures are coming from the statistical service. The same people who have been doing it for the past 20 years, the past 10 years, are the same people who are doing it now. In fact, when NPP had an issue with the employment, the number of people that John Mahama has, given, the jobs created, they went straight to statistical service. Exactly. Inti say, me say, meji omu figures wedi because maybe it is favorable, but omu figures wedi, I doubt it. I think say, ohono na mewo a little challenge with it. Now, me we so na me the akwakofa MPP for real state of the nation's address kwakoye ene. Yes.
Ade ayenye ene so beka ho.
Then ayenye.
O si de ebe ene no so beka ho.
No I mean kai. Say me
ade omunye.
Me mamo expectations. Say prof presentation. That our expectations na me boa. And me be an anko person kwa John Mahama boss wa one boss and ade. Our expectations ana prof me boa. Na me dem expectation enye. In fact, as I said, we made a lot of bold pronouncements during our 8 years in office. Our solutions were clear. Our positions were clear. No two ways about that. On this issue of...
There's a particular guy called James. Right now, James said they be an onim babeko. James.
Also one kind of message.
Me one pharmacy be by. This is about the third or fourth time. No trouble, Mr. James. I see a certain James. Oh, say you are biased. You skip my message. Where is your message? Me one for message in BMI. I could go to Aswa. Nan kofini be audio me chia. Me too.
In fact, on this issue of cocoa price.
Can I say 5 minutes a year soon?
Me pato you almost shifty and pako almost a message you know I give me 1 minute. Almost shifty. But one thing that I want to see from our presentation is they'll boldly tell us under this dispensation, under this FOB price, under this friend is saying dollar rate. Sika say and anka wonum and kombe tuya ediama kokwe kuya for because on first a year omo ka kire yen and say yen kobo bosia ne emfa metua omo ka a solution that Friday John Dramani Mahama eka kire say enya de a obeye no de eka aswa Ghana for. They should be able to tell us how much they would have paid or they would pay cocoa farmers today, given the rates and the percentages that we are paying. Menu ya kofiton to so kasano. Name ngwa, we've inherited COVID-19, Russia, Ukraine. In fact, all these things you took money for it. Kojo Oponkroma told us, say mo yama mu free niyama no. Nanka wana mpeso obetua. You collected every single pin. So never say you spent it as if somebody chaye. Even at the point I yeba abemu na COVID-19 friend is saying levy. We were still paying it. And Sana, the great man John Dramani Mahama said, we don't need to pay this thing. There are better ways of handling it. Russia, Ukraine, they are still at war. Yenisika and free obiaho. And trust me, Israel, Iran, by kind courtesy of John Dramani Mahama, nobody will pay 1 cedi. And that war will end very soon. May I say?
Hey, now me can also be check why John Mahama mobile stop war.
Now let me say the global nature, the name John Mahama today, reflecting in even dressing of fugu on the world market and all those things. The war will stop just in 1 month. In the end, you'll be
But
confident too.
I could go to high horses. So this is one crow.
You see from ground.
Why you wild? Kofi Yampon, another 5 minutes.
Chairman, me boniema bakumi no. Ye woniema bi a omoka.
Yeah.
Aban bi en ho anye to no oje. E de bogana for ho bra aname boa. Aban bia. De obeka ye se Mahama beye ne de wonye ye ne de obeye ne daache ne de waye ne no. Ni nyina Ghana for sika na mode. Nti ho de menko. Number 2. Sa COVID sika na munye sika COVID sika no. COVID sika ba na 19 billion cedis. 19 billion cedis no emu 12 billion and a direct fight against COVID, prevention and protection, 12 billion. Eka 7 billion cedis no ye de support to budget These are facts.
And
Baby,
yet, it is not true.
Mr. Mamen Kasa, Akuja me time
ye wahana MPs ebeka cheka ye de ma wo DCs ebeka sika ye cheche ma wo Salaga woman no cry the order tre kwanya ofa so eche sika true or false true or false
the fact is that Auditor General raised some queries. Auditor General or raised queries are largely tax irregularities, cash misappropriation, and a misapplication. It is an Auditor General raised queries and not yet corruption. Okay? So Auditor General did raise queries, but the fact remains that
who told you they raise
no, please.
It is not true. If auditor raises anything and it's irregular, if you are not able to prove it, it's only corruption that will give meaning to it. True or false?
But
Auditor General does not pronounce corruption.
He doesn't.
Yes, Auditor General raises 3 queries, and I've told you. And those queries,
if you are not able to answer those queries, what is the meaning of it?
Can I finish?
If you are not able to answer those queries, what is it?
Who won't fear back and the Bosumi Miensa? One team for no macro court on COVID money. Now you are making noise.
Really?
And no macro in Akojina.
That is where the oral cry will come.
Don't even talk about that.
The oral cry, no.
Don't talk about that.
Oh, after we on the oral, you will cry.
Let me talk.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, you do I be so. Into the say yeninense. Orala Attorney General Ababe Kase. Orala Attorney General Ababe Kase. Calculation no mo ye no. A back of the envelope calculation. Just one for paper. And one says you say one man misleading to so na oral. Because of time I ask. No, me time to me so. Number 2. Akugan just sat here and told us. Saying GDP has increased by 32% from 83 billion to 110 billion dollars. 32%. Akugan, we are going to hold you because mu growth rate growth rate. So how did you increase? You couldn't even meet your growth rate. Yet you are telling me you've grown the economy by 32% when you couldn't meet 4% GDP growth. What are you talking about? How did you grow the economy by 32% in 1 year? How? But because Ghana statistics, the data number, you could only do 4.6% year end. So what are you talking about? Please, Samtron Munyai, and then lastly, lastly, you can't so much. So projection now, and maybe your projection. Ghana, Nyankopon boy, Osheda develop war and they protect Ghana. Into insulated from anything outside. Tie catch them.
Insulated from
anything outside. Ghana, that is clear. Tie Ghana ha. Yen entokwa bia no ebeba ebe affect Ghana. Petrol prices cost rule e wiase afa na Ghana affect yen. Bibia exogenous factors bien who ebe affect yen.
Russia Ukraine.
If you pay attention to what I'm saying, you will get it. The point I am making to you is that China say crude prices cost through. Edwaman so. Muntimi meto petrol mu ha meka nkyere say edwaman so nti na crude prices cost through. Because black kwame yeti krowe mu. Na mo ka kire yen say Ukraine 8,000 kilometers away from Ghana. It is antokwasi wo Ukraine e bia bomb ni bia meto kasoa. Enti petrol ntimi cost through Ghana. Mame kan kire Russia Iran
petrol
Iran Iran 9,000 kilometers. Emu wache Ukraine. Enti catch them. Yeah, mama tia Iran one war. Enti me magana ha. Protect I'm telling you.
One punish Ghana for you in the name of Russia.
Now mama kasa.
Ya two fuel so don't be say. Bibia be affair too.
Ti ho apantu mama kasa.
Manfo, can send me the profit.
No matter how the
say me line up nyina agem enti me kan say ja enti akogan just answer now better now can
mama excuse me.
And lastly cocoa mon frère ni die ma cocoa farmers
of course
Okay?
Yes.
Na munyai de moya.
Saturday.
Sa arrogance ne niema na mo ne na ma munyai. Mo stop.
What's been arrogant here?
Look. Obe jina be ka FOB.
Yes.
FOB ni kra yo mumienu. There were gross FOB and net of FOB. First of all, which of the FOBs kra na mo se mo offer? Which of them? Is it net or gross? Number 1. Number 2. Mo magana fo hu se Randy Abe and then in call for mo see a cocoa board no. They took a terrible trading decision and a Diabe drew baby a drew. It has nothing to do with anything else but trading. Terrible trading decisions. Anka ye anka ye nte cocoa farmers fosi kaso. Because adansi die kire say medical yaka 475 per bag, we took it to 3,100 per bag. That is the evidence. Evidence is the name of the game. We have done it. We have done it. We have done it. We have done it.
It was because of the world market price.
Yeah, time no world market price and not a party office ana. Yeah, time world market price national party office. What are you talking about? Every year, price cocoa price and yes stable say one figure that. And you know one figure that. In fact, in a day, cocoa price can change. We have come to meet prices are a bit call lower and so you making sure say you be protective farmers. Masa, ma taking bad trading decisions. Now you catch them. Na munya dia mo kire no.
35%.
30%.
Then we are giving 90%.
Be 90% food free mo mami. Pacho pro. When we see. When unu nua we mi jam ho a me mponde. Prof pacho pon yen.
Kwame say you be kan SONA.
Yes.
Na or said the bia no share before, during and after.
Okay.
No one says the media bars in terms of publicity. Who says SONA? You until your assessment before. Until that day, if your credit station spend a hundred can
because you Ghana from what home?
Because the cocoa issue no, a huge. Oh, and Mekadibia say I politicians is sometimes difficult. Product are only control. You find your politics.
Yeah.
Uncontrol price.
Exchange rate. Commodities worldwide.
Commodities.
Yeah.
What do you call policy? Because Assemble Pa, Obecho. Near Cocoa can't want seven. Kwame, Abane had about 3 bad options. Now cocoa price. Say a costra na anase kofoma uche farmer say oh minyano cocoa price their fee price no enko ye enti yebesre na yebe mom piga ebe boa mo man en collapse country no kwame say we ne kanye boni o and then amane e ha adwen
because they are manusem
the previous administration before opposition no on my no I said, David. Me mom be 6,000 per. Tenoba na swat here. Obo say na on show. Uko show mo kra no problem. Na yembo nyina tofa. Asem sia penifo e call back. No ma kontwendwen ho. No mo de afutuo any solution there ba. Kwame, me say ban no ye no. O share ministers, the cabinet. And I'm fadging. Now, you know, fire, meaning say, Timothy, your tears are for
you can say a man for
Kwame. On Panchamica.
One prof to the other. Panchamica.
Kwame, I didn't know all the 4 near man at the buy financing option. I didn't know a hammy pass some of them are your operational matters.
Yeah.
Some of them are government decisions. Operational matter just the CEO of Cocoa board and also take those decisions. And your whole cabinet to meet and take decision. No.
Because beats me.
Or some of them they can do. Osi and Kochi so for the past 8 years. We are buying also order also kocho. Solution no. You can share them cabinet share no. You do better about and say for the atra buying na ichwa for the 8 years no. Question is are the single on the 8 years? Eventually.
They be trim.
Into bechi ma. Who here many abines of catch us kocho.
Yeah.
That be who here. I feel say or the debt be the road fund or so muntia to clean their books. To almost on far cost nibi. A canaba cocoa board, no more fabi. Come we addresses structural inefficiencies.
At cocoa board.
My last issue on this, this at cocoa body, or say a call for or minor appointments to various institutions and the backgrounds of these individuals. Ebeboa. Obia unimdi obibi.
Yeah.
Say ye fa ura o share sa cocoa board and so yera randiabi.
Yes.
Krofo say o yemane fa na konya nto ho. Meji say me de me force mom. At this stage.
Okay.
Because I address the issue. Nemo, as a nation, yentinase. Ye fo bi amanako di juma sonko maimwa. You have the background. There should be a committee to look at all this. He's a solid person at war. Sports. Very good. Rich experience. But some of the areas need be wire. He's a very solid guy, very good person. Na conversation yebeko yewe omano yenye bibia na yenye ntra keke dabi ahochre ba krofo mo sa backgrounds no yenye bi edom ko hyewana enti kwame mo ne tofa na menka se cocoa board issue e koso no aban bia betia gold cocoa petrol sanyamai monfanya politics
Exchange rate
in currency terms, but in terms of commodities, monfanya politics
because it will come back and bite you.
You can have control in terms of quantity. The pricing part you don't control.
No.
So why do you make this? It doesn't seem peaceful. Yeah, can say now buy say cocoa price akọ from ti yemem na entrance na yema nkọ from say ganya den because on near sinti a difficult
and I know asem nti
na ba guys so say coin
Brakwame
I don't agree to looking at people's background now there no o share your friends can oforiata background and yes ne I search na ice blog o share Baumia background nana ado share ye de ne running maker and yes anke economy no I say there are people who are multi-players.
There should be a conversation.
There are people who are multi-players. Maybe the person can perform. We don't assess somebody by just one side. And no
politicians.
Conversation on this.
Confusing.
Yeah. Saa nema akoga moti ha we. Ebi na mekan ya na wo twe utumi fo say men kasa ye. Oh, because you see
akoga be background.
You see akoga
and in the performance is that an insult?
You see background, this is what they did. Cocoa prices no a move a fluctuate within the season. A cost run above from but every material point been ultimately hit a peak. Into that crop here, one of the peaks I hit here was $10,000 per ton. Spot price. But no interest cocoa na ye ton ye at that crop here no ye ton no $10,000 for all or 70 to 80%.
I see what you mean.
And it's a ube catch Ghana for na cocoa farmers say ube mano 70% of that amount. Who chan and trotch say you know very well that the government didn't buy at that price.